Hey, fellow expeditionists.
We're back at Shade State Park.
That's right, this is one of our favorite state parks in the state of Indiana. Now, because we do so many videos out here, we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to go out the backpacking trail. It's about a 2.5-mile trail that leads out to the backcountry campsites, and we're going to show you what the campsites look like, as well as go down to the canoe camp along Sugar Creek. The backpack trail is 2.5 miles one way, and unlike most other trails in the park, this one is mostly flat terrain and a pretty easy hike. Backpackers must check in at the gatehouse, as the backpack camp is first come, first serve, and there are only 7 backpack sites in the camp. Camping anywhere outside of these sites is prohibited. Each site does have a campfire ring and a picnic table, and there is centrally located pit toilets and potable water. Firewood is not allowed to be collected in the forest, but occasionally the park does sell firewood at the backpack camp. What did we find, Catfish?
Squaw roots.
Yep, we got some squaw root here, also known as cancer root or bear corn. Quite a bit of it.
Yep. Be sure to pay close attention to the trail signs, because they'll show a lot of intersecting trails.
Yes, exactly what he said. Trail 8, as well as the front country campground, has intersecting trails to the backpacking trail. In fact, the backpacking trail actually utilizes a couple of those trails before it gets to its own main section. It is the first weekend of May, and wow, is everything just greening up fast.
For real.
When most people think of Shade State Park, they think of all the ravines, canyons, and waterfalls, and all the rock features. But the backpack trail has mostly none of that. It is a mostly flat 2.5-mile hike out that goes out into the western end of the park that no other trails do. So you really get to explore the forest by taking this trail, as opposed to all of the little ravine trails. So we get up here and we find this gravel road. And I know what you're thinking. I thought this was a backcountry campsite, and yet there's a road to it. Well, that is for park employees only. It is what they use to be able to occasionally take out firewood during the busy camping season, as well as be able to clean out the pit toilets. Alright, we have made it to the backcountry campground, so we'll give you a little overview now of what the backcountry campsites look like out here. The sites are first come, first serve. So when you enter the park, and you stop at the entrance gate, and you pay your little fee. So as you see, this is a really large site. You could probably fit multiple tents here. And there are some good trees here for hammocks if you were hammock camping. Good fire pit. Not bad at all. Smaller site. So here, kind of centrally located within the backcountry campground, there's some really nice pit toilets. They're actually very new. They just put those in, I think, last year. Over here is where you would pick up some firewood, $5 per bundle. It is a pay yourself. Over there is trash collection point, your potable water right here. So you really do have everything you would need, just like a front country campground, primitive. So the restrooms are unisex, as most pit toilets are. But here's what I have not seen in Indiana State Park before. It's got a really nice urinal to go with the pit toilet. You don't see that too often. Now, for true backpackers, I don't know if the Shades backpack campground is really going to excite you. But I really do think it is a good option for beginner backpackers to be able to test their skills without having too long of a hike and having too much on the line. Now, me personally, when I backpack, I like to truly get away from everything, including other people. So there's just not really any options for doing that here for the northern half of Indiana, let's say. This is kind of central west Indiana. So for us to find the kind of backpacking that we prefer, we really have to go to southern Indiana to the Hoosier National Forest, but you know, you take what you can get, and this ain't bad. Alright, that is in the end of the backpack trail and the backpack campground. However, if we continue down the hill here, there is, or at least what used to be known as, the Canoe campground right along Sugar Creek, as well as a really cool tree.
The canoe camp is restricted to canoeists only, and occupancy is limited to 1 night. There are only 10 campsites, but during busy times, canoers will not be denied access, as this is the only option along Sugar Creek in the area. Both the canoe camp and the backpack camp are closed from November through early April.
Alright, we have reached the bottom down at the Sugar Creek and the entrance to the canoe campground. As you see behind me here, Sugar Creek is absolutely beautiful. It is one of Indiana's most scenic waterways, and it is extremely popular for kayaking and canoeing. So let's show you what the Canoers Campground looks like and what you can expect if you decided to do some kayak camping here on Sugar Creek. And we're now in the Canoe Campground. They have the rules posted. There's a trash repository here. And you pretty much just set up wherever you like here in this circle. Plenty of old picnic tables, several fire rings. It only looks like one of them has been used much. The central one right here. It does have a pit toilet up the hill, and of course you can get potable water from the backpackers campground. Now let's show you this interesting tree straight ahead. The first time I ever seen this tree was probably a good 8 years ago. Unfortunately, it is now dead. I'm pretty sure it was alive first time I ever seen it. But when you see what is on this tree, it might make you understand why it's no longer alive. Look at that burl on that thing. Catfish wants to walk up there around that, just to get a sense of size. Some people call this the skull tree because from certain angles the burl on it can resemble a skull or multiple skulls even, especially in the winter time, because snow will collect on the sides of this and give it a really eerie skull look. Just something really weird. Well, that is the canoe campground as well as the backpack trail campground here at Shades State Park. So if you were looking for information on it, I hope we covered it for you. Good little place just to get out for a weekend.
So this is the backpack trail.
And the backpack and canoe campgrounds here at Shades State Park.
A pretty easy 5-mile hike.
Till next time, peace out. Gnats are really vicious. They will go for your mouth, they will go for your nose, they will go for your eyes. Protect yourself!